flip the script a little bit here. I know this is Matt Frankel's channel, but he wanted to throw me the host mic for a minute here because we both got back from the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting, and kind of a side discussion we had was listening to one of the Ajit Jain, who's the head of Geico, and he made a lot of interesting comments. As for me, somebody who's not the most familiar with insurance, was a little kind of surprising to me. And so this is a good chance for me to like ask Matt on camera and really get into this. So a lot of things that Ajit was saying was that kind of it seemed like Geico was suffering from, well, I guess you could call it legacy bureaucratic bloat, kind of, a lot of uh, older systems. I think the number he actually said there was like 600 different systems at Geico, and none of them barely talked to each other. And it was one of those like stark moments where you go, huh, maybe not everything's awesome at Geico right now, at least, relative to where they could be. And, Ajit Jain even mentioned as much. So I wanted to ask you, Matt, specifically based on some of those comments, is this really an opportunity for these young kind of startup tech-enabled insurance companies like a Lemonade, or is this just one of those short-term Geico's going to figure it out and probably, these other ones are going to get lost in the fray again because of, brand marketing, all the things that Geico has done so well over the years?
Well, I would argue that tech is a bigger opportunity for the legacy insurers like Geico to add efficiency to their business. We saw that Geico's underwriting profit was about 6% in the most recent quarter, from Ajit Jain's comments, and there's room to improve that. That's a very good underwriting margin in general in the industry already, but there's room to add efficiency. And you're talking about a company like Geico that has hundreds of billions of dollars of premiums. That's an opportunity for the tech insurers, or the tech focused insurers like Lemonade. To me, the opportunity is more in the improving the customer experience. Geico is one of the better customer service oriented insurers, and it's still kind of clunky. Um, the process of obtaining a quote through most insurers is kind of a little convoluted. Processing a claim can be very painful in a lot of cases, especially types of insurance like homeowners, which is one of Lemonade's specialties. But when you look at the numbers, I'm not talking about Lemonade as a business. You can tell me that it's a terrible business all you want. It's losing money. You have a fair case to be made right there. But when you look at the customer numbers, that they reached 1 million customers in one-fifth the time it took State Farm to do it. They grew their customer count by 23% over the past year alone. The average customer is spending 26% more on premiums, meaning they're buying more and more different insurance products as Lemonade adds them. There's a reason that they keep growing their customer base like this, and the reason is that they're using their technology not only to make the system more efficient and have the systems talk to each other, and to more efficiently underwrite, because Lemonade's lacking in underwriting. I'll be the first to admit. They're using it to improve the customer experience. As a business, this worked better in when it was the growth at all cost days, when money was free a couple years ago and things like that. But that is the long-term potential here, is to create a system where if you have a legitimate insurance claim it gets paid out almost instantly. And that's what Lemonade's doing. And for example, they're using AI technology to essentially be a lie detector and try to pick up on signs of fraud when someone's submitting a claim. Like they make you like take a video and talk about what you're claiming. That's such an interesting technology. I don't know if it's quite there yet. But it improves the customer experience by allowing them to pay out legitimate claims very quickly. You can get a quote online from Lemonade really quick. So, like I said, I'm not talking about it as a business. I have no idea if Lemonade's going to be a success or a failure as a company. I personally love the idea, but I think the tech is more the opportunity for the big insurers, while as customer service is the opportunity really for disruption. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to click subscribe if you don't subscribe to my channel already. And as always, this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. Be sure to visit www.fool.com/Frankel to receive the top 10 best stocks to buy now.